sure what to do with it. And then, I said, scrolling through my screenshots, a few months after that, Ryan called me. He was drunk and upset and confused because this lovely widow client of his had started making moves on him, getting too close, touching his arm, inviting him to stay for wine after their design meetings. And Ryan, being gay and also a decent person, told her he wasn't interested, that he was gay, that this was inappropriate. Patricia stood up again. This is ridiculous. But the widow didn't believe him. She told him that he just needed to be with the right woman, that she could change his mind, that his sexuality was probably just a phase or a result of not meeting the right female partner. Jennifer gasped. Linda's mouth fell open. And when Ryan firmly rejected her, she got angry, started sending him texts at all hours, showed up at his apartment, told him she could ruin his business reputation if he told anyone about their relationship, which, by the way, was entirely one-sided and completely inappropriate. I turned my phone around, showing the table screenshots of texts, Patricia's name clearly visible at the top of the conversation, messages that were desperate, manipulative, and deeply disturbing. You felt something during our last session. I know you did. Stop lying to yourself about who you are. If you tell anyone about this, I'll make sure no one in this town ever hires you again. Brandon took the phone from my hand, staring at the screen. These are from my mother's number, he said quietly. Ryan sent them to me because he didn't know what else to do. He was afraid of her. He ended up moving his business to a different part of the city just to get away from her. And I kept these screenshots because I thought maybe, someday, I'd need to prove what kind of person Patricia really is. Patricia's face had gone from white to red. This is a complete misunderstanding. He was confused. He was sending mixed signals. I was just trying to help him. Help him. Brandon's voice cracked. Mom, he's gay. He's been openly gay for years. You tried to seduce him and then harassed him when he rejected you. He was leading me on. He would smile at me, laugh at my jokes, spend hours with me. He was working for you. I shouted. He was being professional, and you turned it into something it wasn't. And then you threatened his career when he wouldn't play along with your fantasy. Linda stood up. Patricia, is this true? Of course it's not true. Emma is clearly upset about the miscarriage and she's lashing out. Don't. Brandon's voice was ice. Don't you dare use that as an excuse. Don't you dare make this about Emma's pain when you're the one who announced it to the whole family without permission. I'm your mother. And you harassed Emma's friend. You sexually harassed a gay man and then threatened him. And now you're trying to gaslight all of us into thinking this is somehow Emma's fault? The room erupted. Linda started yelling at Patricia. Jennifer pulled out her own phone, asking to see my screenshots. Marcus just sat there looking uncomfortable. Brandon stood frozen, staring at his mother like he'd never seen her before. And Patricia grabbed her wine glass and threw it against the wall. The crystal shattered. Red wine splattered across the white wallpaper like blood. Get out, she hissed. All of you, get out of my house. Gladly, I said. Brandon grabbed my hand. We walked out together, leaving the pot roast untouched on the table. We sat in the car for 10 minutes before either of us spoke. I'm sorry, Brandon finally said. For what? For her. For all of it. For not standing up to her sooner. For making you come to dinner when we were still. It's not your fault. I should have known she'd do something like this. She's always been controlling. But this, he ran his hands through his hair. The miscarriage announcement was cruel. But the stuff with Ryan, that's criminal. That's I don't even know what to call it. Harassment. Stalking. Delusional narcissism. He laughed, but it sounded broken. Yeah, that.